moving on to the final press conference of June 13th.
Okay.
Monday.
Okay.
Sony.
Okay.
Sony.
I'm expecting good things from Sony.
Always going last. I'm expecting very good things out of Sony. First of all,
I've already seen a list here.
First of all, I'm really hoping they sell VR this year. Last year, I think it was a laughable 2 minutes max. They had like a video. And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have with PlayStation VR.
Everyone was like, yeah, it's gonna be coming out this year. Nope, they didn't show squat.
And then they showed nothing, and they just moved on.
Yeah.
They just brazed over it. So I'm hoping this year they really do show it. Show me all the awesome games you have. Show me a game you're working on.
I'm kind of worried about it, actually. I'm totally worried about VR. Okay, I have a PS4 out there, but I don't have a PS4K or this rumored mythical beast that's releasing. And, I mean, obviously that PS4K is being made to fully utilize VR, okay? Or at least that's going to be a big
I'm going to go into more depths about that later. They also said that there can be absolutely no exclusivity between the between the Neo and the PlayStation 4, assuming that's all true.
Yeah.
If those facts are true, then I mean, we shouldn't have to worry about VR on original PlayStation 4 because they said there's no exclusivity with the Neo.
No. It can still run better.
Well, yeah, it can run better, but they can't not put a game on it. And they said it has to run at 60 frames. You know, it has to run. It has to be.
When they make a super game, it's like we really want to fully utilize this thing, and then it's like, oh well, if you want to play it on the old PS4, still like they'll make it run at 60 frames, but man, is it going to be on like the lowest possible textures and stuff when they really want to take advantage of that.
True.
Maybe even to compete with the Scorpio box, you know, when they're porting things for PC that PC is handling and stuff, and they want to get it on PS4, you know.
Yeah.
It is
PlayStation Neo. When are we expecting this thing to come out?
When?
We expecting this year? Are we expecting like April of next year with the NX?
I think they could totally wait. I think
they could too, but I think as much as we've heard about this thing, I guess I can wait for 2017 release.
If VR is releasing this year, they probably should release this.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's a lot of the rumor I saw. I saw people saying, you know, there's a good chance they're going to release the PlayStation Neo with bundles for the VR headset, which would be clever.
Yeah,
I don't have that kind of money to throw around. I already got a PS4.
Yeah,
and as soon as that thing is announced, I sell back to my GameStop, you know, they're going to give me $100 max.
Yeah.
Literally destroying the value of it. Besides, of course, all the great games I have.
You're going to lose your value regardless.
True. Okay, so moving on to games. Okay, what games are you excited about for them?
Excited. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
I mean, I do want to see that. I mean, I love dinosaurs. It's mechanical dinosaurs, so now this world automatically, boom, has a weird history. It's like, whoa, that's kind of strange. These people are basically tribal. We thought it was compete with Far Cry Primal. Nope, those are robot dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Who in their right mind made robot dinosaurs?
I don't know, but I'm really excited about the series. I agree. It looks as if... I think the weapon she was using was a futuristic-ish bow.
Yes.
But she did look very primal-y. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping. I'm hoping an Advanced Civilization. I'm hoping Primal Civilization.
I would love a clash between the two.
That's what I'm hoping to see. I want to see it.
I would hope by the end of the game,
I'm sure
it's going to be like Dark Woods, and there's going to be patrols of these
dinosaurs,
Neo agents, and they got these flashlights. So like, go over there. They might be over there. And then you're doing like guerrilla warfare. You're out, bow, taking them out. Dropping them. It's going to be so dang damn cool. I expect rain.
I'd be excited. I'm hoping it doesn't pull an 1886 on us. Just be, you know, incredibly cinematic, incredibly short.
They can't afford to do that.
I hope not.
They can't afford to do that because that thing is hyped up the wall. Everyone's like, Horizon Zero Dawn, oh my god, it looks amazing. They can't.
You know what's getting more hype than Horizon Zero Dawn?
What?
No Man's Sky.
Ooh.
That bad boy.
Ooh.
That thing has been hyped beyond its control. I don't think it was ever intended to be this hyped. And I'm not sure they can control this beast anymore.
They cannot control this beast because the original trailer they released for E3. Okay, I rewatched it on my PS4 recently because I hadn't seen it since E3. I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. Oh, PS4 only? Nope. Because I didn't have a PS4.
Yeah, it's like I didn't have one. I don't have the money for that. Trash.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to get to run it.
Yeah. But I rewatched the trailer. I have a PS4 now, so I mean, technically it's available to me. It's like, oh yeah, No Man's Sky. That's a thing. A lot of people like it. Watch the trailer. Whoa. That was a nice trailer. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Basically,
even I got hyped for it, and
I turned the trailer up loud. And I was like, "Oh, this ought to be cool." You know, I hear the spaceship sounds. I didn't know they were gonna put a fantastic soundtrack to the trailer, and the thing was gonna be like 6 minutes. You think it was 3 minutes? No, it's pushing 6 to 7 minutes of amazingness. You're like, "Oh my god, it's still going! You know, look at all this stuff!" Wow.
I'm curious. I bet you we're gonna get into this. Okay, it's gonna be an artistic, like, masterpiece. Okay, artistically, but gameplay wise. You know, longevity, you know, depth, I think it's all going to be missing.
If the gameplay's a piece of garbage, then, you know...
What do you mean,
like,
depth? It's got unlimited star systems. But, you know, I'm talking about, like, depth of gameplay, you know, gameplay quality in general. I'm curious, like, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to sound great. Yeah. Maybe even have a great philosophical concept. I don't think it's going to have a story, but, I mean, you know... But as a game, I'm worried this is an artistic masterpiece being pushed out into the mainstream. And everybody's all, the hardcore audience is going to swarm it. And they're going to be like, can I co-op with my bros and shoot stuff down? They're like, well, no, it's an exploration game. Well, but you can shoot down stuff. Why would you make it an exploration game?
Are there other players? It's like, yeah
there
like,
is, but why can't I party with them? Well, it's just supposed to be an experience. You got this great concept and you made it an experience? You know what I mean? So I'm worried this game cannot live up to its expectations at this point.
I absolutely agree. I agree.
I heard what they described it as. They said it's an exploration game. Mm-hmm. They said, no, you're not going to... It's just it's an experience. You know, it's supposed to be discovery.
If you saw the original trailer, okay, the dude, he has a gun in his hand, okay, on the ground.
For like half a second, for starters.
Second, yes.
I think. Did he fire it?
I don't think he fired it. They did go in the ship. They did fire lasers in that. Okay,
yeah,
they were blowing up asteroids and stuff. They shot at some big ships. They're flying past them.
The lasers might be able to give us some insight into the quality of the game.
And that's the thing. When it started shooting this asteroid,
pew 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 pew, and then they like float off.
They started shooting this asteroid, and it seemed to like chip away and like dissolve and stuff in a way that wasn't really uniform with the way either the lasers were coming out. I can't even remember if I could see the lasers. I think I was seeing it.
It was
like
probably a long early alpha too.
It probably was.
You know what I mean?
But it was like I was playing Space Engineers. Where you start like, you know, like...
See, now here's the big thing. Hello Games isn't exactly the massive company.
No, I heard they started with 10 developers.
Yeah.
Or 10 people.
Yeah, so it's a smaller development team, you know, producing a game that everybody's expecting AAA out of.
Right.
You know, I don't know. Right. I'm just telling you, I don't think this thing can live up to its own expectations. That being said, I'm a very big fan of exploration games like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I play Spore to this day.
I was gonna compare it with Spore. I was like, you know, that thing was hyped up the wazoo, and then when the game finally came out, you're like,
well, besides the DRM, you know, and of course people got bored of the gameplay. The DRM really killed Spore. But in terms of gameplay, people also got kind of bored of it. They got to space station like, what is this? Me, on the other hand, I'm very philosophical. I'm like, I'm raising nations, bro. I'm raising the tribes up into civilizations, into space age, and then I'm
the game was basic, but it was interesting. It was fun.
Beautiful, you know? Beautiful. It was
basic and doable.
But that's what I'm expecting out of it. Mm-hmm. You know, a nice philosophical, fun exploration game. I think they're in for a world of hurt. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Anyway,
so No Man's Sky. Well, I think there's going to be like some negative.
It's going to sell well. I mean, people are going to be like, why can't we do this? But I think it'll still sell well. Yeah, it's got the hype train on its side.
It does.
Last thing for Sony, as far as I'm aware, unless you have anything else to add, Last Guardian. Probably one of the most overhyped games of all time, based on the trailers I've seen.
You know, I don't even think I was around when the first trailer dropped for the Last Guardian.
I think we didn't watch Sony's at that time because we were long 360.
I believe we saw it when it came back for the PS3, but there was even stuff before that. Okay, this thing is old.
Wasn't it like tech demo first, and then it came for PS3, and they were like, it's gonna be a game. It was like,
from my understanding, it was in the PS2 era, and it was like almost a tech demo, and was showing it, and then the PS3 came out, and they're like, oh, look at it, it's a glorious wonder.
It's probably a continuation of a tech demo, and they're like, we're working on it, kind of.
Yeah,
you know,
basically.
I don't know. Based on the trailer I saw, you know, it looks like it'll be some kind of exploration experience game.
It is absolutely an experience.
It doesn't look like it's going to be like a big AAA title. It doesn't. I mean, maybe, you know.
I think Sony should just sit on this thing like Valve does with Half-Life 3. They should seriously just sit on it.
It seems to get people hyped. You drop another trailer and everybody's going to lose their mind.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah. So anyway, so that's Sony. So that's the end of Monday the 13th, second day of E3. Moving on to number 3.
Yeah. 14th.
Wait. Before we move into Nintendo's on what is it, 14th? 14th. Let's talk about Activision real quick. Okay. Activision's a big company. As far as I'm hearing, they're probably going to be sandwiched with PlayStation.
Yeah. They don't have their own press conference or anything like that.
So I mean, we're going to see, obviously, Infinite Warfare stuff, that kind of thing. Maybe Destiny's Iron Forged by Iron or the
Destiny expansion.
Yeah, the Destiny expansion. So we'll probably see that. Will we see a trailer for Destiny 2, or do you think that's too much? If you're going to be showing a new DLC trailer, for their next expansion pack, why would you show Destiny 2? Because I'm not buying it. I'm not buying this expansion pack. I don't care.
Yeah.
At this point, I just want Destiny 2. I'm not putting any more money into Destiny. I've spent $120 in that game.
Oh, geez.
Potentially more.
Yeah.
I am not putting any more money into that game. I'm not giving them any more.
I agree. I mean, the thing was kind of set up for dead. We didn't know if there was any expansions coming. I mean, if they said, hey, there's over 5 expansions, this thing is going to be living and living and living and living.
I think that was the original intent. But the game it falls flat after a while. I'm sick and tired of the ability not to be able to do a raid group because I can't find a group of that many people.
Yeah.
Give me Raid Finder. Big deal if people
fails, whatever.
If it fails constantly. World of Warcraft does it, and you know what? I use that Raid Finder all the time in World of Warcraft.
Yep.
Fantastic. Sure, the Raid Finder was a little bit more intricate, but it's a 6-man team, not a 32 to a 40-man raid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. That agitates me up the wall. That game, give me Destiny 2 already. I don't want to see any more Destiny. Absolutely done
Would you be majorly disappointed if they didn't put a Raid Finder in Destiny 2? They're designed the same way.
No, I'm going to play it. I'm going to assume... I would hope that they have all sorts of different upgrades, and that kind of thing to make it better than Destiny 1 was. Yeah. I'm still excited for Destiny. I love it. It's a great engine, great series. It needs more story. It needs a better story. Yeah. As much as I like the strikes, as much as I think the raids would be a cool concept, I still really enjoyed the game. But at this point, it's like, I'm not putting any more money into this old game that nobody's playing. Some people are playing it, sure.
That was my issue with
I'm bored of it.
That was my issue with it, is that, yes, the game
kind
kind of ran
I'm
stale.
ready for something else.
Yeah, and there's obviously new games coming out. Everyone stopped playing it. I mean, I wanted to play with a second account,
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was never able to do that. I wasn't able to play with all the classes.
You know what else is coming out of Activision that I would rather be playing?
Infinite Warfare?
Activision Blizzard, that is. Overwatch. Now, I'm not sure...
Overwatch is running strong right now. What are you talking about?
See, here's another thing, okay? Technically,
Overwatch you're saying was released on consoles. Destiny.
Okay, it was released on consoles.
Yes.
Okay, they're going to be releasing free maps. They're going to be releasing free DLC characters, that kind of thing.
Right.
Is that something we're going to see at E3? Or are they going to save that thing for BlizzCon only? That's Blizzard stuff.
I don't think they should show anything at E3. What are they going to show? New maps?
New character,
the game's
new maps.
Already out.
It's coming out, and that kind of thing. I'm hoping.
How many new characters do you think they could possibly come up with, or are they even planning for many? I thought they were only planning on like one.
They're planning on adding more. They're planning on adding more characters. They're planning on adding more maps. All for free with their microtransactions, which are non-intrusive to gameplay, cosmetic stuff. So I'm very excited. Personally, just throwing that in there. I love Overwatch. Great game. So we have Nintendo, which is...
Final day, the 14th.
Yes.
Final day of the press
14th.
Conferences.
Yeah. So, final press conference, like you said.
Okay.
As far as we hear, they're not going to be doing a press conference-ish kind of thing. They're going to be doing Treehouse Live.
What does that mean?
Probably one of the most disappointing Nintendo things I ever have to sit and watch. They've always got these people on there. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. You know what I mean?
You know some of them. Well, here's the thing, okay? It's called Treehouse Live, okay? Treehouse now has a notoriety on the internet for ruining English translations, where they totally change very important things in the story. They totally
I did hear this.
Fire Emblem was like just the nastiest thing. People were just like so bitter.
Which Fire Emblem game?
It was like Fates, one of the 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but it was like things.
Probably the third one, the DLC one. Go ahead. I
thought it was all of them. But the fact was like there were important dialogues between certain characters and stuff, and then certain comments that they totally ripped out, and they totally like ruined moments and everything, like deep moments that they just made them just Just like, really? You was like, what? That's not even the same thing.
So Treehouse already has a stigma kind of attached.
Yes.
To
So the factor is, it's still called Treehouse.
See, for me, like I watch all the E3 press conferences and that kind of thing. Yeah. You know, I watch even Nintendo's directs. Okay, yeah. They have a certain style to them. Yeah. Okay, and I know that I'm getting talked to by a big company. Yep. Okay, but Treehouse particularly always seems the fakest.
Yeah.
Like
it's talking to you like you're a 7-year-old.
They do. They talk to you like you're a 7. I guess they're trying to market to kids, maybe. But it's like it seems like they live in a bubble where they have no idea Call of Duty exists or anything. You know, it's just like watching their stuff and they're being like overly excited about certain things. It's like it's not really that big of a thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, do you even know what you're talking about? Coming out with like Nintendo, I take it back. Nintendo, even their directs, they kind of do this where they start talking about some Japanese port, and it's like, do you guys even know what you're talking about as the North American Nintendo thing? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
See, a lot of
I don't even know what the heck's coming out of their mouth sometimes. And I'm not talking about the Japanese. I'm talking about the games.
Crossover game.
Exactly.
That one. Okay, that would be a big deal maybe to fans of those games very individually. That's not really a mainstream thing.
And I'm not against those things, but it's like some of the things they're just putting out, I don't know. Nintendo Treehouse Live particularly, I can't stand the way they talk to them. Talk to the audience, they talk to each other. I swear to God, they have a teleprompter there.
They have a teleprompter. They probably practiced it like so many times before. It's like, okay, you're okay. We don't have to kick you. Oh, you messed this up way too many times. You're out. We're getting someone new in here.
Okay, here's what it is. Here's what it is about, especially with Nintendo Treehouse Live. Okay, you know when you're watching Microsoft and Sony, you know, and EA, they're sitting there. They got teleprompter. I know that. It's a marketing thing. It's a trade show, for crying out loud. But then you see Nintendo, and they try to act like it's a casual thing, and then you know they're using teleprompters and all this thing. It's like, stop trying to make it like this smooth as butter, this fake presentation. I know it's fake. God dang, just show me the gameplay. Tell me the things I need to know and stop pretending. Oh, wow, that looks really cool. They get like people sitting on the edge talking. They don't know what the heck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Rant done. Treehouse Live. Okay, so they have Nintendo and the Legend of Zelda stuff. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to be showing Legend of Zelda.
The whole show is centered on the Legend of Zelda. That is their main piece.
I'm excited about the Legend of Zelda. Yeah. I'm disappointed that they don't even have a Nintendo Direct. Is it really that hard? I hope. Is Treehouse Live going to present new Pokemon Sun and Moon stuff? Are they even going to talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon?
Are they going to talk about anything other
Color
than the Legend of Zelda?
Paper Mario Color Splash, or is this just Nintendo Legend of Zelda? Because as far as the marketing goes,
it said it was.
I'm walking in to see Zelda.
Yeah,
and that's insanely disappointing.
Yeah. Well, the big details, if you're unaware, of course, they were saying that the only playable game demo at Nintendo is going to be The Legend of Zelda, the new Legend of Zelda game.
So, the
Not
NX...
to mention, the most important thing, yes, they're not talking squat about the NX. They're like, nope, they already said ahead of time. Nope, we're not talking about NX.
But wait a second. It's about The Legend of Zelda, right?
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be a launch title for the NX, right?
Yeah.
What are they going to be playing on the stage?
The Wii U version?
The Wii U version. Oh, I can't wait to hear about yesteryear's drop-dead system. I like the Wii U, but even we can tell Nintendo's dropping it on its head at the end. I mean, we have Pokemon, or we have. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say Pokemon? Paper Mario Color Splash, Mario and Sonic at the Rio de Janeiro Olympics.
Yeah.
The Legend of Zelda Wii U,
which is an NX launch title.
Can't wait to see, because what are we going to get on NX versus the Wii U version? Or is it just a cross-generational game that we're going to get?
It's a cross-gen game. It's going to look nicer on the NX. You probably want something to play on your nice, shiny new NX, and you're not getting it here.
So what am I waiting for? Now I'm waiting to see The Legend of Zelda, which will be launching with the NX, but they're going to show it to me on the Wii U, so now I don't know what the heck I'm expecting out of Zelda on the NX. Does it even have a touchscreen? We don't know. Does it even have a second screen? We still don't know. We have no idea what the enigma of the NX is.
Yeah.
But we know its release date, and we know a few launch titles.
We don't.
Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see the next Legend of Zelda game, open world, for the Wii U.
Yeah, on last year's console.
Here's the worst part. Even with when it came to Twilight Princess, I should have bought it on the GameCube.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe we're seeing the best of the best on the Wii U. I don't know. So, we have Paper Mario Color Splash, okay, for Nintendo.
I am so skeptical of that. I love Paper Mario games.
They love chopping up Paper Mario in
I don't see why they got to experiment with him. His original games were fantastic. Why 64? Did you have to break it?
Amazing. What did it have, a partner gimmick, I guess? The second game?
I love the partner gimmick.
The second game? What did they have? What was their gimmick? Was Paper Mario?
No.
It was paper?
It had more emphasis on paper. The worst thing is they kept pushing it more and more. Super Paper Mario had almost no relation to anything.
Yeah. It was doing its own thing.
Paper Mario Sticker Star, good God, you got rid of the partners and you brought partners in time back. Where it was, here's your inventory and this is all you get to use. You now have to manage your inventory and that's it.
So it was really bad item management.
Terrible item management. They thought, oh, you'd want to collect these? It's like, well, now I won't use any of my goddamn stickers because I haven't put this one in the dang museum yet, which I haven't even discovered exists yet. Or dagnabbit, my collection of stickers, and then you have a boss that transforms all your stickers into the same thing. Some are bigger, some are smaller. They all do the same thing, except some do more damage if you're bigger ones. You're probably tempted to use your bigger ones. Boom! You used all your super rare large stickers by the end of the battle and didn't even realize it. It's like, BAM! I'm done with this! No, you're both like,
see, that poor game. Paper Mario is definitely an abused series at this point.
It is. It is.
With Paper Jam, I have no idea how well that was doing, but
I don't even
Color
care.
Splash is coming. Okay, so Kirby Planet Robobot. First
Robobot
Kirby game
Planet
I've ever been
Robobot.
excited for in a long time.
It is, actually. And that's the weirdest thing. Is like, I don't like the gimmick they're going
I was
for,
cheesed
but
off.
Yeah.
When I was like, oh, come on, whatever. And then
Why
I saw
is
the
it a
gameplay
Kirby?
and I was like,
Yeah.
it doesn't look that bad. I was like, okay, maybe I'll think about it.
I'm thinking about it.
So, I'm excited. I hope it's not too easy. What else Nintendo? Anything else Nintendo? Do we even know if they're going to show anything else? Pokemon Sun and Moon. You think they'll say a goddamn word about it?
They don't really
I would love to see Pokemon Sun and Moon at an E3 press conference.
I think simply Nintendo's press conference, or
What's today?
Treehouse Live
What's today?
Today?
The 31st, correct?
Yeah.
2 days they're going to be showing more Pokemon news.
Okay.
You think they're just not going to show anything at E3?
I think they don't have to show anything at E3. I think it's going to be in their hype reel saying, look at all these great games coming out.
What hype reel? Going to Treehouse Live.
Think
they're going to play a live demo?
I think Nintendo's is simply going to be the most depressing E3 presentation there is.
Because they won't show us the NX. Yeah. Show us the goddamn system.
Okay, to be fair, you got to give them credit. Who isn't excited for a new Legend of Zelda game? Yes, you'll see it on last gen system, or simply they won't show someone playing it. They'll just show it looking glorious, and it's like, well, this won't look
personally, like right now, I'm not in any way excited about the new Zelda game. I really could care less. And when I see that trailer and it looks amazing, I'm gonna be hyped out the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But right now, I seriously could care less. I want to know about the NX. I want to know about Pokemon Sun and Moon. That's what I'm hyped for right now. And when they show me Zelda, I'm sure I'll be hyped. But right now, don't care. Yeah. Everybody's so hyped about it. I really don't care. They've showed nothing. Nothing of the game. There's no reason to be excited except it's just
horse physics. The horse doesn't run into trees. We got about an hour of gameplay.
It's open world. We know that. Yep. You can approach puzzles from different directions.
Dungeons.
Literally, we have bullet points to work with on this game.
Yeah.
Just like the goddamn NX. You think I'm excited about the NX? Hype train?
That was a downward thumb, if anyone was curious.
And also a fizzle out sound. And as soon as they show it to me, I'll be so excited. But while I'm waiting here, I'm disappointed right now. I'm getting jaded. Jaded, I say. Anyway, okay, so the last thing I'm going to say about Nintendo, okay, is that I hope that they show some other NX titles. You don't have to show us the system.
Nice.
Just show us some games coming for it. Please.
They emphasize this is the Legend of Zelda show. The only playable game is the Legend of Zelda. They better show something.
Without me being hyped up for the Legend of Zelda, imagine how disappointed I am for anything Nintendo right now. I told you, this is going to
be the most depressing Nintendo show. I can't call it a press conference. I'm having a hard time naming this thing.
Anyway, I'm excited. So those are some of our thoughts for E3 2016, coming up in barely 2 weeks right now.
2 weeks
at time of recording here.
Time of recording.
I don't know. pretty excited overall.
I'm super excited for E3. I mean, all the new stuff's coming out. This is when the industry sets on fire.
I know.
And you know what? Get exciting.
Potentially, the only thing we're going to hear about is the NX. Microsoft doesn't have to announce Project Scorpio at all because they can wait till 2017, and the NX isn't being announced. So we have VR that hopefully won't get grazed over.
We have games! There are fun things coming out. There's a reason to be excited for E3. We just had to end on Nintendo, didn't we?
That's true.
Had to end on Nintendo. No, this is going to be...
Maybe we'll do another thing about our top most anticipated games soon.
We should do that.
That's a good topic for next time. So those were our E3 predictions and hopes and desires of E3 2016.
I'm excited.
I wanted to thank you for listening to the Gaming Twins podcast. I mean, we're going to be pumping these out hopefully weekly is the plan.
That is the plan.
Anyway, so E3 right around the corner.
We're going to be live streaming that.
We're going to be live streaming, yeah. We're going to be live streaming... the
Monday.
13th, the Monday after Microsoft, Ubisoft, and Sony's.
Yep.
So and then, of course, we'll do our regular Twitch stream, which we do every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time at Twitch TV/Gaming Twins Show. If there was anything you guys were excited about, hey, let us know down in the comments. Let us know what you thought of some of our predictions and that kind of thing. Let us know your predictions for E3 2016. Till next time, thanks for listening.